Hey, are you? Hey, I just created a.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Elisa, and I am the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com. And today I wanted to try something new. This is a new series I'm going to do called Take 10. And I just want to encourage you to find 10 minutes in your week to have fun and play with art. So if you are watching this live, please feel free to join me. Sorry, hold on there. To join me and try out some things. And if you're watching this on replay, then pull out your art journal and get going. So this is an art journal that I have bought a while ago from Tuesday Morning, I believe. It's kind of just an experimental art journal, and it's the one I plan on using this year for just some fun playtime. So today I'm going to start out, and every week I'll have a word, and it might be a technique, it might be a color, it might be some sort of inspiration word, and it's just a word to play with. So this week's word is splatter, and that is a fun paint technique. And so I'm going to play with some splattering. And my thought process behind this was I have run into so many people in my, I'm going to call it my real life, not my YouTube life, but my real life, that have seen my YouTube channel or have just watched me, and they like what I do, but I hear all the time, but I could never do that. I'm just not creative. And that is just a really common thing I hear a lot, and I just don't think that that is the case. So let's take 10 minutes. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. All right, take 10 minutes. I'm going to set my Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, and I am just going to get going. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. There she goes. All right, so I'm just starting out with a little wash right here. Again, this is not pieces that I'm planning necessarily. I'm just going to have fun playing and creating. And the reason I marked it off with washi tape is I have 3 different kinds of mediums that I plan on splattering with. And I just wanted to differentiate because I want to play and see. And I think it's really important to just have fun and not worry about the final product. Not everything you do creatively has to be to create a final product, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's just about the process of playing, and I think starting out your day with playing is a great way to go. Especially, I don't know how the weather is where you guys are, but we just got a text message from the public schools that schools are closing early. Apparently there's snow, and that just shows how not with it I am, because I had no idea that there was snow in the forecast, which is crazy. So for me, I know my kiddos are coming home early. I know they're going to be wound up because snow is on its way. And so me taking this time to just kind of be here and to play and to have fun before I'm in charge of all those kids is pretty important. Okay. So I actually just started out with a quick wash of watercolor just because I felt like I really didn't want to splatter on I don't know, just on a white page. For me, color, I'm all about the colors. So sometimes white pages are really intimidating. Does that happen with you guys? So if you're intimidated, if you're like, I kind of want to try art journaling, I don't know what to do, just paint a whole page, one color. Pick your favorite color and give it a try. Okay, today I'm going to try out 3 different types of splattering, and I'm going to do watercolor, acrylic ink, and acrylic paint, and just play with it and see what happens. So I think I'm actually going to start, let me start with watercolor since I was already using that. I'm going to grab metallic watercolors, are my jam, and when you are splattering, what you want to do is just get a lot of water. The more water, there is on your brush, the bigger the splatters are going to be. So you can see, if you can see that, I have a lot of water on this brush, and I'm just going to tap. And this is going to end up being a very light color. I kind of wish they were bigger globs. There's some more. Just playing with splattering. And something I was wanting to try, let me try this darker color. I love metallics. Is anyone else just a big metallic fan? I could do metallics all day long. Okay, so all the splatter, all the color, kind of going crazy. I wanted to come back, and I'm just gonna use the end of this other brush. And when you have your splatters, you can kind of play with them a little bit, make some of them into like little stars. See, it's just fun to play, create, see what happens, not be worried about making something as much as just getting into the process. Good morning, Erica. How are you doing? I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat. I know, Debbie, I love this set of watercolors. I got it from a friend as a birthday gift, and it was one of the best gifts I've gotten. Okay, I'm gonna move into acrylic ink. Now, acrylic ink is something I do not have a lot of experience with. In fact, I just have a few colors. This is the brand that I got. I just picked it up at Michael's. I know a lot of people use a brand from Hobby Lobby. So acrylic artist ink, Daler and Rowney, is that the name? So I've squeezed it over here onto my palette, and I'm gonna just go, I actually don't even know if you have to water it down. Well, apparently not. There you go. Definitely bolder right there. Let me just go. Actually, I might mix. I don't know if acrylic ink mixes. Apparently it does. All right, so I wanted a little bit more. Ooh, that's fun. I'm a little bit weary of red splatters sometimes because I feel like it looks a little creepy. So I don't always use red splatters, but let me grab another little brush. These I wanted to make kind of like shooting stars. You see this one got caught up in water. That's okay. A little drip of water. And just playing with different words in mind, like splatter or metallic, drip is a good one. Water in general is just kind of a fun way to experiment and try new techniques. See if you can discover something that you like super enjoy. See the difference between this one ended up much finer. This one I got some bigger splatters in there. I like it. I'm gonna add, I have a dark purple in that acrylic ink. Let me see. Oh, fill in some of these spots. Actually, I'm gonna go really heavy right here. Just in a line. And the longer I use the brush, so when it was really saturated, I got these bigger drops, and now that it barely has any, I'm getting all of these little ones, which might be hard to see on camera, but it does have kind of a cool effect. Okay, now let me try acrylic paint. I primarily use the Handmade Modern line from Target because, let's be honest, I'm at Target all the time, so it's an easy one for me to pick up, and I just love the packaging, love the color, so big fan of that one. I'm gonna start without any water. Normally, I use water when it doesn't really splat very well without water. Let me grab a little bit of water, mix it in over here. And again, just playing, not trying to create anything. This is a warm metal, is this color, which is fun. And then let me go with some purple over here. Actually, let me move it over here so I can add some water. And this is the satin purple. And I actually really like the satin finish. I know some crafters prefer matte finishes, but as I said earlier, all about. Ooh, I really am digging all of these smaller ones. If you guys can see that, see how all those little ones, I like the variation. I think that's a lot of fun. Splattering is fun. Splattering is something to do with your kids. They love it too. Everyone likes getting messy. And yes, I do have to clean off my desk after this, but that's okay. Ooh, and the dark blue. That is fun. Now I'm gonna do, this might end up being super crazy. I'm like gonna go crazy with the blue. I'm loving this dark blue. This is the Oxford blue. I'm liking it a lot. And actually, see how when I'm splattering on the wet part, it's like bleeding out. I'm sorry, that's off camera. It's bleeding out. That's cool. I know, splatter. Does anyone remember, like the 90s? We used to have splatter t-shirts. Did anyone else make splatter t-shirts? Love those. All right, let me take off my washi here. That's, look how cool. All right, let me just do a quick dry. This won't be enough to dry it all the way. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer? All right, 1 minute left. One of my goals for doing these are to add words to it each day. So just a fun play time, and then just adding words. Let me grab a Sharpie. I should have probably grabbed that in advance. Okay. You just grab a Sharpie. It's not all the way dry, so not sure how great this will end up. But let's see. Let me just add a little bit of lettering. I can always go back over it and change it up. You can see my hand getting into the splatters below. Choose. Let me change up my Sharpie. That one's a sad Sharpie. Let's see how this one goes. Choose. Choose joy. Oh, look at that. Splatters all the way. Alexa, stop timer. Choose joy today. Okay. All right, off camera, I'm gonna have to go back over that because you can see my Sharpie is sad. I need to get some new Sharpies. All right, choose joy today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take some time, splatter away, have fun. Don't worry about what you create. Just jump in and get in touch with some of your creativity. Have a great time. If you end up making one of these and want to post, please post it on Instagram and hit the hashtag SWB for Scrappy Wife Blog _ take 10 because I would love to see what you create. Bye, guys.